Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome to our channel. Today, we embark on a journey through time, back to a period that irrevocably shaped the course of human history, World War II. This global conflict, the largest and deadliest in history, touched every corner of the globe and left an indelible mark on civilization. From the ashes of a previous war, the embers of resentment and ambition smoldered, waiting for the right moment to ignite. The Treaty of Versailles, intended to ensure lasting peace, instead sowed the seeds of discontent and nationalism. Against this backdrop, a charismatic and ruthless leader rose to power in Germany, promising his people greatness and vengeance. Join us as we delve into the heart of this monumental struggle, exploring the key events, the pivotal figures, and the lasting consequences of a war that forever changed the face of our world. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this. The seeds of World War II were sown in the aftermath of the First World War. The Treaty of Versailles, while intending to prevent future conflicts, instead imposed harsh reparations on Germany, crippling its economy and fostering resentment. This resentment, coupled with widespread economic depression and political instability, created fertile ground for extremist ideologies to take root. It was in this tumultuous environment that Adolf Hitler and his Nazi party ascended to power, promising to restore Germany to its former glory. Hitler's ideology was built on a toxic mix of nationalism, militarism, and anti-Semitism. He skillfully exploited the anxieties of the German people, manipulating their grievances and fanning the flames of hatred. Across Europe, other nations grappled with their own internal struggles. The Soviet Union, under Stalin's iron grip, underwent rapid industrialization and enforced collectivization, resulting in widespread famine and social upheaval. The stage was set for a global conflict, the players poised for a deadly game of power and ambition. The world watched with bated breath as the shadow of war slowly enveloped Europe. On one side of this global conflict stood the Allied powers, led by Great Britain, the United States, and the Soviet Union. Each nation brought its own strengths and motivations to the alliance. Great Britain, under the steadfast leadership of Winston Churchill, stood as a bulwark against Nazi aggression, its vast empire and naval power providing a crucial lifeline. The United States, initially hesitant to enter the fray, joined the war after the devastating attack on Pearl Harbor, its industrial might and vast resources proving decisive in turning the tide. The Soviet Union, under Stalin's ruthless leadership, bore the brunt of the Nazi war machine, its vast armies and unwavering resilience proving crucial in the fight against fascism. On the other side stood the Axis powers, dominated by Nazi Germany, Fascist Italy, and Imperial Japan. Driven by expansionist ambitions and fueled by a dangerous ideology of racial superiority, they sought to reshape the world order. The Battle of Stalingrad, a brutal and protracted struggle for control of the strategically vital city on the Volga River, became a turning point in World War II. From the summer of 1942 to the bitter winter of 1943, German and Soviet forces locked in a deadly embrace, street by street, building by building. The city itself was reduced to rubble, a desolate landscape of bombed-out buildings and shattered streets. The human cost was staggering, with hundreds of thousands of soldiers and civilians perishing in the fighting, victims of relentless bombardment, bitter cold, and starvation. The Soviet victory at Stalingrad marked the beginning of the end for the Nazi war machine. It shattered the myth of German invincibility and sapped the morale of the German army and people. Chapter 4. The Unsung Heroes, Women in the Crucible. While the battlefields of World War II were dominated by men, the conflict saw the unprecedented mobilization of women on an unprecedented scale. With men away fighting, women took on vital roles on the home front, keeping the war effort afloat. In factories and shipyards, they took up jobs previously considered men's work, building tanks, planes, and munitions that fueled the Allied war machine. They toiled tirelessly, in fields and farms, ensuring food supplies for both soldiers and civilians. Women also served on the front lines as nurses, doctors and ambulance drivers, bravely tending to the wounded amidst the chaos and carnage of war. Others joined resistance movements, risking their lives to sabotage enemy operations and gather intelligence. The contributions of women during World War II were essential to the Allied victory, proving their courage, resilience and unwavering dedication to the cause of freedom. Chapter 5. The Shadow of War Life on the Home Front. The impact of World War II extended far beyond the battlefields, casting a long shadow over civilian populations across the globe. Millions endured hardship and deprivation as the war disrupted economies, shattered families, and transformed daily life. Rationing became commonplace, limiting access to essential goods like food, clothing, and fuel. Cities, vulnerable to air raids, implemented blackouts, plunging their inhabitants into darkness each night. Families huddled in shelters, seeking safety from the terrifying rain of bombs. The constant threat of air raids, the loss of loved ones, and the uncertainty of the future created an atmosphere of fear and anxiety. Despite these hardships, civilians displayed remarkable resilience, finding strength in community and clinging to hope for a brighter future. Their sacrifices and unwavering spirit played a crucial role in sustaining the war effort. Chapter 6. The Dawn of a New Age. Technological Advancements. World War II accelerated the development of new weapons, communication systems, and medical advancements. The atomic bomb, a weapon of unimaginable power, changed warfare forever. The war spurred advancements in aviation, transforming aerial warfare. Radar technology revolutionized air defense and navigation. Medical advancements led to breakthroughs in antibiotics and surgical techniques. These innovations continue to shape our world today. Chapter 7. D-Day. The tide turns on June 6, 1944. The fate of World War II hung in the balance as Allied forces launched a daring invasion of Normandy, France, codenamed Operation Overlord, now etched in history as D-Day. The largest amphibious assault in history, D-Day involved the coordinated efforts of over 150,000 soldiers, sailors and airmen from the United States, Britain, Canada and other Allied nations. Under a barrage of naval and air bombardment, Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, facing fierce resistance from heavily fortified German defences. The fighting was brutal and chaotic, with heavy casualties on both sides. But despite the fierce opposition, the Allies gained a foothold on the beaches, establishing a crucial second front in Western Europe. D-Day marked a turning point in the war, liberating France from Nazi occupation and paving the way for the eventual Allied victory in Europe. Chapter 8. The Shadow of Evil, the Holocaust. Amidst the vast panorama of World War II, a darker and more horrifying chapter unfolded: the Holocaust, the systematic state-sponsored persecution and extermination of 6 million Jews by the Nazi regime. Driven by a twisted ideology of racial purity and fueled by anti-Semitic hatred, the Nazis implemented a genocide of horrifying efficiency, rounding up Jews and other minorities from across Europe and transporting them to concentration camps. These camps, places of unimaginable cruelty and suffering, became synonymous with the horrors of the Holocaust. Prisoners were subjected to starvation, torture, medical experimentation, and systematic extermination in gas chambers. The Holocaust stands as a stark reminder of the depths of human depravity, a testament to the dangers of unchecked hatred and intolerance. Remembering this atrocity serves as a powerful reminder of our collective responsibility to combat prejudice and discrimination in all its forms. Chapter 9. The Atomic Dawn, a New Era of Warfare. In the closing days of World War II, a terrifying new weapon announced its arrival, forever altering warfare. On August 6, 1945, an American B-29 bomber dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima. The blast unleashed unimaginable destruction, incinerating buildings and vaporizing everything in its path. 3 days later, another atomic bomb was dropped on Nagasaki, resulting in further devastation. Chapter 10. From the Ashes, Building a New World Order. As the dust settled on a devastated world, a profound sense of both relief and uncertainty gripped the globe. From the ashes of conflict emerged a glimmer of hope for a more peaceful and just world. In 1945, representatives from 50 nations gathered to establish the United Nations. Founded on peace, security and human rights, the UN aimed to prevent future wars. The post-war era saw the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers. Their rivalry, known as the Cold War, defined international relations for decades. Despite Cold War challenges, World War II spurred economic growth and social change. The war irrevocably altered the world order, paving the way for a new era. Outro: a legacy etched in time remembering World War II. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more fascinating historical content. See you next time. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.